Delta Force Season 6 War Ablaze is coming soon. We are also seeing some much needed reworks and balance tweaks across several operators and devices. And yes, I'm talking both warfare and operations mode. So if you've been meaning Hackclaw or Toxik, brace yourself, some changes are huge. Let's start with Hackclaw, who's received a bunch of nerfs and adjustment across all modes. First up, in both modes, the data knife now has a shorter activation delay from 2 seconds down to just 0.1 seconds, which is kinda insane for quick hacks. But don't get too comfy. The sound propagation distance was nerfed hard, from 60 meters down to 30 meters, so your enemies won't hear it as far. After a successful hack, it now reveals the target and their squad mates' positions for 3 seconds and temporarily disables electronic sights, gadgets and attachments. Definitely strong. Also, flash drone is now smaller, meaning it's harder to shoot but needs more precision to use. In warfare though, there's a brutal buff. Defeating any operator immediately gives you back 1 data knife charge. Yep, free charge on every kill. But in operations mode, Hackclaws also got some love. Defeating AI soldiers now gives a whopping 70% cooldown reduction on the data knife, and if you defeat actual enemy operators, that jumps to 90%. Plus, after hacking a target, it shows a connection line, but no more feedback spam for all targets like before. Flash drone's flashbang effect area is now bigger and more blinding, with shorter cooldowns from 60 seconds to 45 and faster flash triggers. And the signal decoder got a buff, now with more scans 2 to 4, longer scan duration 12 seconds to 24 seconds, and faster cooldown 120 seconds to 90 seconds. Now let's talk Tempest. That emergency evasion device now lets you travel a massive 100 meters, double the old distance, and it lasts 25 seconds instead of 20. Also, drill charge gets a range buff from 8 meters to 10 meters and the hit duration is longer. Even auxiliary search spine now has a faster cooldown at just 5 seconds. In operations, the emergency evasion cooldown is now down to 90 seconds instead of 120 seconds, and you can self-revive 5 seconds faster. Meanwhile, in warfare, emergency evasion now grants 100 temporary HP, and they even removed the recovery animation. No more awkward pauses. Nox in warfare also got something nice. The deep trauma ability now lets you redeploy at any friendly respawn beacon without burning beacon durability, and it only has a 60-second cooldown. Might not sound flashy, but it's clutch for clutch plays. Toxik has 2 major changes. First, Adreno Boost now has a shorter heartbeat sound, only 10 seconds long instead of 25 seconds. Thank God, because that was loud and annoying, and the Dragonfire Swarm device got a serious nerf. The HP depletion is now way slower, from 7.5 per second, 3.0 per second. Basically, you'll stay alive longer in the swarm. Now moving on, Stinger's Hive-Tech pistol now has 1 reserve ammo preloaded. You no longer have to do that initial reload awkwardly. For Uluru, both in Ops and Warfare, the composite incendiary max burn damage was nerfed, 2016 in Ops and 1614 in Warfare. Loitering munitions now have lower power draw while accelerating, so it flies better after boost. Sineva's EOD Set got nerfed in Ops, damage reduction dropped from 50% to 35%, and the Grapple gun now has a longer cooldown from 25 seconds to 35 seconds. Also, if you drag someone with the Grapple gun, it now interrupts their melee. That's kinda funny. Visually, Sineva's shield got some improvements, better third-person direction sync and improved thickness to block shots better. Universal changes and optimizations, quite a few. Hackclaw's signal decoder parting got fixed. The tracker now stays locked even over slopes or elevation changes. Same goes for the flash drone. Now the yellow line tracking works from all angles. Target acquisition logic for flashes is improved, so less failed triggers. Tempest combat roll also feels more fluid now. They also patched the weird bounce bug on Luna's shock arrow and added a new universal EMP effect that disables lasers, flashlights and sights temporarily. Finally, one small detail, if Luna draws her bow now, the bounce mode is turned off by default and status is visible. It's minor but makes the play feel cleaner. And that's all for the operator balance changes in Season 6. A lot of shakeups, a few surprises and definitely some meta shifts incoming. But hey, we're not done yet. In the next video, I'll be diving into all the weapon balance changes, so if you wanna stay ahead of the curve, make sure to check that out too. Trust me, some of your favorite guns might not feel the same anymore.